More disturbing video streaming that had streamed live on Facebook and also went viral on social media. First, Facebook got heavily criticized for letting a 30-minute anti-Trump torture video of a mentally disabled man stream live last week. Now, a horrific suicide video of a 12-year-old girl has gone viral. And police say there's nothing they can do to keep people from sharing it. Here's what's going on. 12-year-old Caitlin Nicole Davis of Cedartown, Georgia, streamed herself on Facebook Live on December 30th. She alleged that she had been sexually abused by a family member. She continued filming as she hung herself in the front yard of her home. The video continues for 20 minutes before it ends, but it didn't stop there. People began sharing it all over social media. Now, it is our policy at Fox Business not to show this video, but we need to discuss this. Let's bring in Independent Women's Forum, Hadley Heath Manning, and Democrat strategist Richard Goodstein. Hadley, it's a terrible story, and we did reach out to Facebook for a statement on this particular video. We've yet to hear from them, Hadley, but last week, this is what Facebook told us about that torture video. Quote, "We do not allow people to celebrate or glorify crimes on Facebook. We've removed the original video for that reason. And in many instances, though, when people share this type of content, they are doing so to condemn violence or raise awareness about it. In that case, the video would be allowed." Now, Hadley, we're not saying that this statement is what Facebook is going to say about this suicide video. But what are your thoughts about the part about raising awareness? Who decides that?
Yeah, that's a very tricky decision and a very thin line, because we have to think carefully about how the people most affected by this video, the family members of this young woman, are going to respond to knowing that the video is widespread now across the internet, not just on the pages of Facebook, but elsewhere on the internet. And of course, we can talk about media law, we can talk about the legality of these things, but each of us as participants in the world of social media and on the internet, we have to be very thoughtful about what we're posting, what we're sharing, and why, because there are many people out there who are victims of abuse and who are suffering from depression, and we have to think also about how they're going to respond to seeing images like this.
And that's an important point. And Richard, Hadley just brought up the legal aspect. Richard, what do you make of the fact that law enforcement says they legally cannot force these websites to take these videos like this offline? Do you think there should be new rules or whatever enacted? What do you think?
You know, Facebook is in the broadcast business now. Think of how many times you turn on the TV and the lead-in is what you're about to see is going to be highly disturbing. And that happens whether it's an unarmed person running away from the police and getting shot in the back, to any number of images, and that you can't unsee. They're horrible, and they stick with you. I agree, but the fact is, we talk about, let's not single out Facebook. I'm no apologist for them, but any of these disturbing images that are on TV, you go on YouTube, and those get repeated as well in the tens and hundreds of thousands. So, and I think there are First Amendment issues as well. One candidate's rallying cry, "Mexicans are rapists," is another one's hate crime. Yeah, but this hate speech.
This can be.
I understand.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Hadley, but there could be lurid, illicit, interest in this video. I mean, for somehow social media stops child porn at the front door. It's not shown. I just don't understand how this stuff gets Hadley stays up for so long on the internet.
That's right. And it should also raise some questions about intellectual property. I mean, who owns these videos? Once you upload something to Facebook, is it property of Facebook? Is it your property? And so those questions are important to determining the legality of other sites posting the material, because, of course, you're not supposed to steal images or videos or any kind of intellectual property created by someone else.
All right. Thank you, Hadley Heath Manning and Richard Goodstein. I'm so sorry we ran out of time, but you guys have been terrific. I wish I had more time.